video, we're gonna take a look at this knockoff Red Hulk. So basically, this is a fake version of the Hasbro product. This figure only comes in a plastic pouch in here. So it just says Red Hulk and then other details. And the accessories come in Ziplocs only here. I got this for 900 pesos, roughly $19. So that's half the price of the original Hasbro Red Hulk. So now let's take a look and let's compare it to the original Red Hulk. So in here, the left side is the knockoff or KO, and the right one is the original Hasbro product. At a glance, they differ in color. So the knockoff has a lighter or brighter tone compared to this one, as you can see on the pants, okay, and the body. So aside from the color, we also have differences on the details such as the veins and the wrinkles on the face. So we will take a look at that a little later. And surprisingly, they have the same smell. So I'm assuming there's no harmful chemical building this knockoff. Here's the right side. The knockoff also comes in 2 shades on the skin tone, although it's not noticeable compared to the original one, as you can see evidently on the arms here. Now here's the left side and the back. Still, there are color differences on the pants and on the skin tone. And they are in the same height, which is around 8.5 inches. Now comparing them closer, the hair on the knockoff is matte compared to the original Red Hulk, which is a bit shinier. Also, the wrinkles are not that deep, as you can see on the forehead area and on the cheek part. For the eyes, it has a lighter shading and it doesn't have a darker outline on the sides. And mine has a paint issue here, as you can see. And the teeth looks flat. As you can see, it lacks details compared to the original one. As you can see, there are outlines on the teeth. Similar to the teeth, the ears here looks flat. So there's barely an ear canal here. And it's the same case on the other ear. Now here's the hair. It's not that noticeable, although there's actually a difference in terms of the linings on the hair. Here's the neck and body. Still, the outline of the muscles are not that deep compared to the original one, although it's not noticeable. The ones that are noticeable here are the veins. So as you can see, these are not exposed compared to the original Red Hulk. The same case for the arms. So the outlines on the muscles are different compared to the original one, although it's not noticeable, except again for the veins. For the forearms, there is a plastic molding issue. As you can see, there are lines. So the plastic was not formed properly, similar to the other one. So you can see here. And you won't see this on the original Red Hulk. Here are the hands. So the nails on the knockoff come in lighter color. And the details on the palm and the knuckles lack depth compared to the original one. Also, the paint application on the nails are not that perfect. So as you can see here, so it was not placed perfectly. Also, they are not that soft compared to the original Red Hulk. Now here's the pants. Although the seams look flat, there's still texture on the pants, so that's nice. That's okay for me. As you can see here, there are tiny lines. You will also notice that there's no slit on the button area in here compared to the original Red Hulk. Also, the torn parts look smooth, as you can see here. Even the large tear at the bottom of the pants. Also, these two parts here are not that soft compared to the original one. As you can see here. One thing similar on these two is that they have this E8710 code on the thigh. The number below is, I think, just a item number. That's why they are different. But still, let me know in the comment section if I stand corrected. So I advise not to use this one to indicate if it's a knockoff or original. Now here are the legs and the feet. For the legs, there's not much difference between the knockoff and the original. But one issue I have here on the knockoff is the plastic molding again. So as you can see, there are linings. In here. The toenails on the knockoff come in lighter color as well, so that's similar with the hands. And one issue I have here is the paint application was not placed correctly. So as you can see here. Even for the other foot. And here's the bottom of the feet of this knockoff. So we still have peg holes and the brandings and some of the figure details. Although it's not that exposed compared to the original one. And here's the back. So again, we have these shallow details on the muscles. So here's the back of the pants. As you can see, the details, the seams looks a bit flat. Although we can see some texture on the pants. There are some linings. Now here's their weight comparison. So the knockoff is around roughly 437 grams. While for the original, it's roughly around 443 grams. So they are almost the same. So that's the comparison between the knockoff and the original. And on a general note, my issue on the knockoff is that, as you can see here on the body, it's not aligned. So it's not almost straight compared to this one. And another issue here is that the waist is a bit elevated. As you can see, there's a gap. Then for the crotch, as you can see here, if we tend to articulate this part, it gets opened, as you can see here. So be careful if you have this similar issue. So there. Also, there are knob marks on the knockoff, as you can see here. Even on the pants. Now for the accessories, aside from the extra hands that we will be getting for both the original and the knockoff Red Hulk, we also have this extra torn uniform for the knockoff Red Hulk. This torn uniform is made of soft plastic. So here's the design. It's based on the Green Hulk. Now for the extra hands, similar to the one that's in the figure already, the original one is made of soft plastic, as you can see here. Now here's the close-up for the extra hand. And here's for the other extra hand. Changing the hands on the knockoff is a bit harder because, as you can see, its joint is a bit of edgy. As you can see here. Now let's try changing the hands. So there. Now for the torn uniform, you just have to wrap it around the neck. Like this. So there. Now for the articulation, the head can look up this far and down this much. The head can look left or right, and it can be tilted. The shoulders can move up or down. It can also be rotated 360. We also have a butterfly joint in here. For the biceps, you can move it separately. So that's similar to the original Red Hulk. And for the elbows, you can bend it this much. Then you can also turn it left or right. For the wrist, you can turn it 360. And you can move it up or down. For the upper body, you can move it backward. So this far. And forward this low. And you can also move it left or right. So that's nice. For the waist, you can turn it. The legs can move forward this far and backward this much. Then we have thigh articulation. Red Hulk can also split this wide. Then for the knees, you can bend it this far. For the feet, we can move it downward this far and move up just a little bit. Then we have ankle pivot. For me, I don't have any issues with the articulation. Similar to the original Red Hulk, there are certain movements or articulation where it doesn't stay put, as you can see here. And I think that's because of the heavy parts. So overall, this is really a great alternative. The details are not that sharp, but it still looks good given its reasonable price. Plus, you get to have an extra accessory, the torn uniform. If you ask me, I still prefer the original one since I'm not that confident with the joints, which may pop out at some point, or the parts may crack open. But still, it depends on your preference, so let me know in the comment section on what do you think about this knockoff figure. Will you buy it or not? And that's it in this review. Thank you everyone for watching. If you liked it, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It will help this channel a lot. So thanks again, and see you on my next review. Bye!